I do quite often mention certain things on this channel just to give people a reminder. Unfortunately, every now and again I forget something myself. Nobody's perfect. If you remember, a short while ago we put some parsnip seeds on wet tissue in these boxes because we wanted to pre-sprout them so that we know that when we plant it we're definitely going to get something. But unfortunately I did forget about them, and now there's a few of these that I think may have gone too far. I am going to plant some of them however and see how they get on. I'll show you how they've come out. So this is one set. I'll try and focus it as best I can for you. If we pull that back, you can see straight away that one of them has started to grow. But at the bottom there's a couple more, and they've grown a little bit longer than I wanted them to. But I am still going to try and plant them. So we have got some germination at least. So then moving on to the next tub, we've got a similar story. The roots have gotten a little bit too long. Some seeds, however, haven't germinated at all, which is why we do this process. I think what I'll do with this first batch of parsnips is I'm going to plant them in containers. I'll just make sure they're deep enough to get a decent length one if they actually work. And we can put quite a few in a container. We only want them to grow to about that width. We're not looking for really big ones. If you grow massive ones, sometimes they can be a little woody. So if I can get one 5 to 6 inches long and a couple of inches thick, they'll do me. So we'll grab a container and we'll get some of these seeds planted. I'm going to plant them in this container because it's got a nice bit of depth to it, but it's also wide on top, so we can space these out and they'll have plenty of room to grow on. So a little bit more and I think we'll be good to go. Just to be very careful with these or you'll break them. So I'm basically just going to take them out and get a better look at it, and I'm just going to lay them on top of that compost and just poke it in just a little bit. Then I'm leaving 2 to 3 inch between each one, also keeping them away from this edge. So it looks like we're going to get quite a few in here. We've definitely got more germination from that first batch. As you can see in that one, we've only had a few. So that one is not too bad. So we'll pop that one there, and I think we'll leave it at that. I'm going to put one in the centre though. This one broke. It was actually growing into that tissue, so when I tried to pull it out, it snapped. So I'm going to put another one right in the centre. In fact, I'll swap that because that is a bit far gone. We'll use this one instead. There we go. We'll leave it at that. So we've got 10 parsnips all growing in this one space. And because I don't want to disturb them too much, I'm just going to use a sieve and just sprinkle compost over the top to bury them. I didn't want to be in a position where I was pushing them down and breaking them. So a little bit more, that will do. So we'll get these watered in. It's really important to keep your parsnips moist as much as possible. And finally, just as an experiment, I filled up this container. It's quite a deep one. And I'm taking one of those with the long shoot on it. I'm going to pop that on top and just lightly bury it like that. Once again, we're not disturbing it too much, and I want to see if we can get one growing in this container and how well it does. So I'll get these both watered and we'll check back on the progress in a couple of weeks. Just as we're on his way back to the side of Van, I thought I'd just give you a quick look at his pear tree. It was really struggling at the beginning of the year. It got no leaves on it or anything, and it's now started to get leaves on. I think it might be a little bit too late in season for us to get anything though, but at least we know it's alright. And that is a T-Rex plant. If you remember, it had about 2 leaves on it not too long ago, but look how much that has come on, and those leaves are getting huge, which is why I repotted it in first place. But there is one other little thing I want to show you. Just before we get there, those planters we set up are now all starting to come into flower, and this one has got a different coloured flower in it. But what I really wanted to show you is over here. As you know, we put all these tomato plants into 2-litre pots, and this one has now got a little tomato growing on it, which I think is brilliant. We're going to have to move this into something a bit bigger. That is the Sweet and Neat. It's a very small tomato plant, smaller than the Tumbling Toms, but it's nice to see, even though the weather has been a bit up and down, we are getting results on his plants already. So there you go. We may have just got there in time, but if not, we can always do some more. It's going to be interesting to see how both containers turn out. And in other news, we're actually ready for his first harvest. That container with his mixed salads in has come on amazingly. So we need to start cutting it and letting it grow back. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So this is his mixed lettuce leaf bed. They've come on really well. I've also got quite a bit of beetroot leaf coming through as well. For the moment, I'm going to take some of this and hopefully it'll grow back. So I'm just going to grab a bunch, just cut it off. I'm trying not to pull on it because I don't want to tear it. If you leave it too long, it does start to go a bit limp, which we don't want. Take a bit from here as well. And that little bit we've just cut has filled that bowl. There's definitely plenty more to go at. I might have to give some away. So there we go, happy days. A nice bowl of fresh homegrown salad and lots more to come as well. So you may have noticed the weather has completely changed. It's 25 degrees today and full sun, and I think we've got that for the next week or more. It's been a long time coming, but it seems like we've finally turned that corner. So just another quick update for you. I hope your plants are now starting to pick up since the weather's changing. So hopefully by midsummer we'll all start getting really good harvests. Anyway, thank you for being part of the channel, always appreciate it. And if you want to see what else we do as we go into the bank holiday, then please hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell. And I'll see you all very soon. Take care.